Alright, so I just got dressed. I'm in sweatpants and a graphic tee because I have so much editing to do today, and then I've decided that I'm just gonna prep food and kind of do some stuff around the kitchen today. Since that's what I'm in the mood to do. But I probably have about, I don't know, 4 more hours of editing to do in total. Already done about 2, but I probably have another 4 hours left to do. But I kind of block that out. I don't do it all at one time. I'm probably gonna do an hour and a half now, and then some more later. But I figured I would do my skincare with you. What was I gonna say? I just find that I just have a much more like overall productive day when I aggressively slap my face. No, I am aggressive with my skincare. When I put just a little bit of makeup on. So I wanted to share with you what I've been doing the last couple of days, because even Scott was like, yesterday he was like, your skin looks so good. Like, he was basically like, do you have something on your face? It looks so nice, but it looks so like natural. Like, I don't know his exact words, but something along those lines where it was like, I barely had anything on, but my skin was like glowy, is what he said. So, you guys know I've been kind of struggling with my skin recently, and I think I've kind of gotten it under control. And honestly, I need to say this because I talked about it in my last empties video, and I feel like I'm going to clarify it in that video. And I'm not sure, which is why I haven't said it yet, if this is 100% true, but I was using this Amazon oil cleanser remover, and honestly that's when I started getting acne, like honestly like when we were about to leave, if not we were leaving to move here. I'd have to look back and double check, but I'm pretty sure that's when it like really started again. And the only thing that I changed, obviously I was under a ton of stress, and then I figured it was stress, and then I figured it was also like the new environment here being way less humid. So yeah, I was like, oh, maybe it's just that. Because, like, yes, I pick my skin. I've always picked my skin. It's just, like, that didn't change, you know? So I was like, what the heck is going on? So I went back to all my, like, old products that I was using to try to figure out, like, what was going on. And I went back to them, and, like, my skin looked good, but I was still having just, like, massive breakouts. Meaning, like, my skin looked good, like, the texture and the glowiness and all of that. And I feel like I still have really dry skin here, like, and how I know is when I wash my face feels dry, like I need to put something on it. So I figured out, like, what am I using that's so different in my skincare routine? And I figured out it was the Japanese oil cleanser to remove my makeup. And it could be 2 things. It could be the fact that that just was breaking me out, clogging my pores. I love oil cleansers, so I didn't think that was the problem. And I read a bunch of reviews and no one said it broke them out, so I was like, what the heck is going on? So I was like, maybe I am leaving it on my skin and not fully washing it off, because I was getting breakouts really along those areas where sometimes I have extra residue, like down here in my hairline, things like that, where I just didn't do a proper job removing all of the product. So I'm thinking it could be that. I didn't say anything because I didn't want to say anything until I figured it out completely that that was the issue. But, you know, I haven't used it. I went back to my DHC oil cleanser because I know that doesn't break me out. It's more expensive, but if it doesn't break me out, it doesn't break me out. So I went back to that, and I feel like I haven't had a breakout. I have this breakout. But those, whenever these sort of things happen, like in my hairline, I know those are simply, I'm just not washing my makeup off that spot. Sometimes I'm too quick. But anyways, I haven't had like a main face breakout since I switched back to my DHC. So I don't know, it could just be like a coincidence, but I don't think so. I think it's truly me, that one just didn't work for me or something. I don't know. I didn't want to say it because I didn't know if that's truly the case. And I'm bummed because I liked everything about it. But when I was really thinking about it, I was like, yes, I remember running out of my oil cleanser and starting that one up. And yeah, it just, ever since then, I felt like my skin was terrible. So, I don't know, it could be that. Could be stress. Could be environment change. Could be lack of water. All of the above things kind of contributed to that, but I felt like there were moments since I've moved here that I've had my skin really under control hydration wise, and I feel like I haven't been super stressed, so I'm like, what is still going on? And so I ended up finishing that, and instead of rebuying it, I did finish the entire product. Instead of rebuying it, I decided to go back to my DHC and see if I like it. So I'm gonna see how I like that for or like keep using it and see if I continue to break out, because if I don't and my skin clears up, then that is 100% the issue. And I will not be buying that base oil or that cleansing oil again, but if not, then I still am just back to my acne prone self. And that's kind of what I thought was happening anyways. I am generally acne prone. That's just kind of how I am. But after having a child, I wasn't acne prone anymore. So I thought, oh wow, I'm just like cured. And then it came back. So I was like, oh, fun. But anyway, we're still figuring out the exact root of my acne, but the whole point is I wanted to show you guys of what I've been doing for my like really like that no makeup look for the last, I think I tried it last 2 days now, and I like it. Okay, so I need a new beauty blender sponge because mine is like at that point where it's just stained. I love the Amazon dupes because they're super affordable, but I do feel like they like don't wash out as well as the original like beauty blenders. But anyway, the whole reason I started this new no makeup situation is because I ran out of my Kosas concealer, putting on my sunscreen, and I went back to the Tarte Shape Tape because that had always been like one of my absolute favorites for years and years. And recently, since using it again, it's just too dry on my skin now. I know I'm aging, obviously, and my skin was just drier, so that concealer just does not work for me anymore. It'll work on my face, but it definitely like just makes my under eyes look so crepey and dry, which the Kosas really didn't do to me. So I was like, oh, okay, well, I'm gonna have to buy a new Kosas concealer, which no big deal. I love it. But you guys know I have like an insane makeup collection situation. So I was like, let's go to the drawing board. Let's see what we have before I go out and buy a new one. Plus, I'm trying to like, I have my cart all built up for this Sephora sale that's gonna be happening. I think it happens at like the end of the month. So you really want to like pay full price for it when I can get my discount on it soon. So that's kind of just like where I was at. So I grabbed this concealer out of my collection that I'd had there for a while, but I'm really good about not opening things. So as long as you don't open them, they don't expire. It doesn't touch like air one up. This is the Hello Fab Bendy Avocado Concealer by First Aid Beauty. And I'm in the color number 3. Y'all, I feel like the applicator is just like the Kosas. The color is not like perfect, but it honestly works for what I need. I just don't know why I always thought I was so much darker than I was. But anyways, I just go after my tinted SPF and kind of just, yeah, I broke out so badly, y'all. Conceal where I need to conceal. I don't even put primer on. I find that this doesn't sink into my pores as much as some other traditional concealers, but it just blends out so beautifully. It's not full coverage by any means. It's just not. It's kind of got an orangey tint to it, but when it's like blended on my skin, I feel like it just is perfection. I don't know. I just was like I also had realized recently, like, I shouldn't be setting my makeup as much anymore because I'm dry. And the only reason I ever set it in the past was because I was oily and it would just like move around everywhere. Okay, you can see it's kind of evened out my skin tone. And it doesn't crease or feel like dry and heavy and cakey on my skin. It's just so good. And then I go in with I'm using this little one. I still prefer my 2.5 in the Flawless filter, but I'm using up this little mini one that I got in the 4.5. It's too dark for me, honestly, but it's fine because it's such light coverage. It doesn't really matter. But I just kind of place that everywhere on top. It's really not too dark because it doesn't really give it any coverage. It just gives a glow. But I prefer the peachy glow of the 2.5. But I'm trying not to run out of that again because they don't have it in stock on Sephora and I don't want to run out of it. So on my no makeup days, I just go with this one. So concealer, then this guy, then I'll go through and just add concealer if I need it any other place. But this just adds, like, my skin is like, you probably can't tell, so freaking glowy. It's crazy. So a little bit, I just touch up anything that could have come off. I guess I could do this at the very end instead of doing it twice, but just showing you real life what I do. I would not say this is full coverage, like, at all. I would say it's like a medium. I don't know what it claims to be, but I really like it. And I like that First Aid Beauty is a skincare line. So I like to believe that it's not gonna like clog my pores or anything. And it's got good for you skincare benefits in it. I have no idea if that's actually the case, but I like to believe it is. So that is that. Literally such good concealer. And then I'm gonna do my hair in a sec, but after I have done that, I then just take and simply run a quick crease brush through my brow or my eyes. This just has like leftover bronzer on it. I find my go ahead and brush up my eyebrows. I never fill in my eyebrows anyways, but just brushing them can like, it just like look at the difference. Like this is no eyebrow, this is eyebrow. I don't even know if you can see very well. If you can just see how dirty my bathroom is. I'm just kidding. But I always use this like Gimme Brow. I just feel like it's the perfect amount of like a light color. And it like very lightly holds the brows in place. Really doesn't do that much hold, but it gives just like a light. A light coverage. But I just go ahead and just kind of pat the powder products instead of swiping like I normally do. And then just whatever is left on my blush, I just kind of pat on the apples. Okay, and that's all for makeup. Zhuzh up a little bit of dry shampoo. Tomorrow night is hair washing day. But I have to film a try on haul tomorrow. And I know if I leave my hair down all day, I will touch it like no other. So we're gonna do a bun. So I'll make it so greasy if I don't. I love these Gimme hair ties. They're simply the best. And then I just do a little low bun situation. Just kind of pat out any creasing that could have happened before it sets. And that's it. I'm not even gonna put a mascara today because because I'm just feeling, forgot to say, and I just did it, ice sprayed. Hi, Miss Renly. Oh, gross. Trying to put this in my empty bin, it's fine. I did spray my Benefit Professional. I feel like it doesn't like dim my glow by any means. It just kind of sets it in place. But I do like the Charlotte Tilbury setting spray, but I still think I prefer the Benefit one more. That's just my personal opinion. So I am gonna be rebuying the Benefit one again for like the 4th time, but I will not be repurchasing the Charlotte Tilbury. It's not bad, it's just I prefer the Benefit. So yeah, just figured I'd update you because I know I talked about using it a couple times on this channel, and I wanted to just let you know that it's good, but I still, if you're on the fence between two, the Benefit is still my favorite. I just feel like it does more of a blurring effect, which I guess if you don't have large pores, then fine. I just have them like right in this area, larger pores, but I prefer the Benefit the best. So yeah. I put on my sweater because I'm frigid. It is gonna start raining here in a couple minutes, but I haven't eaten today since my coffee because I've just been living my life away. It's 1:30, so I'm having a big old thing of the leftover soup that I made yesterday. Like, this is a lot, more than I ate last night, but I'm hungry because I haven't eaten. I hate when I do that to myself when I'm just like starving and then I just eat everything in sight or eat too much, but we're here, so we're gonna eat it. I have a vlog that's gonna go up in just a couple minutes. Just waiting for it to export. Y'all, I know I will say this a million times, but I'm obsessed with these Caraway pots and pans. And even Scott is obsessed with them, and Scott is like bougie. Like, we use all-clad pans, and he was a chef, and he's like uses them over the all-clad ones, and they're like half the price. So good. So here's the soup. I showed it last night. I'm not gonna eat cheese on it because my cheese grater's in the dishwasher and I'm lazy. So I'm gonna eat this and chill out for a couple minutes because I've been go this whole morning. And then we're gonna get to some food prep that I figured I would share with you as well. So let's do it. All right, so I'm wrapping the birthday gift that we didn't get to go to this weekend. It's a soap and bath bomb like create your own kit situation. It was on her like Amazon wish list. She's 4. But anyhow, I think it's a really cute gift and Arlo really wanted to do it. So Arlo was just carrying it around the whole day with him, being like, it's mine. And I'm like, nope, it's not yours, friend. So I'm gonna wrap this guy, which is getting me in the Christmas spirit. So I love to wrap gifts. Like, it's probably one of my favorite things to do. So, wrap away. Presents wrapped. My dishwasher is started. That was gross. Need to clean all that, which is why I can't put more dishes in my dishwasher. But I'm going to, I'm trying to wait for a vlog to upload or export, and it's taking a good billion years. I don't know what the heck is going on with that. But I'm going to, cut up some apples and cut up some lettuce and a little bit of veggies because I feel like I've been slacking on that, and I notice I just eat so much better if I have it already prepped out. So that's what we're gonna do today. So big daddy cutting board is what's gonna get us through today. So let me pull out everything I wanna get done. The toss, potatoes, and then a bunch of apples. This apple's looking rough. This apple's looking rough, but I'm hoping I can salvage it. So I'm probably gonna cut up like 3 apples, maybe 4 apples, to just snack on throughout the week. because I don't want them to go bad. So, for my apples, I do a giant bowl with some salt. This helps make sure that it doesn't brown. So if you cut your apples ahead of time and make sure that it doesn't brown, plus it cleans them. So I'm gonna do that. Going to chop up all this romaine because I feel like it's borderline. For later this week I'm gonna use it, so I'm going to go ahead and wash it and prep it out so hopefully I can salvage it. So let's start with the apples. So I also grabbed these butternut squash that you can see over there from the apple picking farm the other day, so I have to think of what I want to do with those. Thankfully they last a really long time, so I'm thinking maybe this weekend we could do a soup with it, or like do a couple different things with it. So we'll roast it up and then maybe we can do like some bowls and some soups and stuff for the next couple days. So when we were at the apple orchard, we were like so surprised at the amount of waste that was like on the ground from like picking a bad apple or them just falling while you're picking other apples, things like that. And we asked the dude what they do with them, and he said they offer them up to local farmers to come by for their horses and stuff. They use it as fertilizer, and they also have like this apple, or this apple like rocket cannon thing that they use it for. Because Scott was like, yeah, how do you think they make that apple cider? Like a dad joke that he is. But then I was also really like appreciative as to why Honeycrisp apples are so freaking expensive. They are so delicate. They are like the most delicate apples I feel like ever. They're just, you can bruise them so easily, you can damage the skin. They're just really delicate. So I understand why they're a more expensive apple. We also learned that we like the more yellower ones over the red, full red, like yellow green. They're a bit more like juicy and a bit like crisper. So yeah, I have an understanding as to why apples are so freaking expensive, especially Honeycrisp. And those are really the only apples that we eat. I don't typically eat apples on the core. I did when we were apple picking because it's really fun, but I typically like to have my apples sliced, and I'm not one to like see an apple and want to take the time to slice it, so that's why obviously prepping out things like this is really nice. And Arlo likes them for his dinner and stuff, so if I have them already pre-chopped, then it makes it just really easy to put it on his plate for dinner or snack or something like that. These apples are awesome. And it was like 11 bucks for the apple. It wasn't really that much better of a deal, but it was a really cool experience. If you live somewhere that you can go apple picking, highly, highly recommend it. We went to All Seasons and it was pretty amazing. Epic for everything. And it just like, I don't know, it's those moments that I'm just so thankful for our little family that we have, and just being able to experience these things. Having a kid and experiencing things in life through their eyes is like probably the best thing about motherhood that the most underrated thing I've learned since being a mother is that it is so much fun to experience these things through their eyes because they're just so full of life. Sorry, I didn't do the best job cutting all of these. So just let this soak in the salt water for a while, and then I'm going to rinse them and dry them and put them into a Tupperware container. Now let's chop up this lettuce. Hopefully we can salvage this stuff. I'm gonna rinse this because Arlo likes to play with it and stick random toys in it. Hi, Miss Manny. I'm not cooking, so you can come downstairs. She gets so freaked out from the smoke detector that goes off so easily that she just runs upstairs whenever we start cooking. I'm using this for tacos this week, as well as maybe a salad, the yucky parts. Again, that's my bad for letting it go to waste. We were gonna make Chipotle bowls last week, which is why I got this, and then we didn't make Chipotle bowls, so that's kind of sometimes the downfall of meal prepping, but that is one of the main reasons though that I try to have more than one meal that includes this specific ingredient. Well, it's the best, but not the worst. But I like to have more than one meal that includes lettuce, so that if we don't make one meal, we have another use of it and whatnot. But I feel like I would have used this throughout the week. Like I wanted to on Sunday when we ordered pizza, but I was just too lazy by the time the pizza came to make a little side salad. So if this was already chopped, I would have just quickly, you know, thrown a couple of other veggies in there and been good to go. So having stuff like this already prepped is the key to healthier choices. All right, my apples have sat for quite a while. I'm going to go ahead and rinse them now. And lay them out dry. This is a lot of apples for my little towel, but I need to wash them. All the rest of my towels, they are dirty. So that reminds me, I'm gonna go do that now. Okay. My apples are done drying. I mean, they're apples. They're kind of like fully dry, but they're not like, you know. Anyhow, I don't know what I was thinking. It's 3 o'clock and I haven't taken out chicken for dinner. I was like, I need to start my marinade. And then I was like, I didn't even take out chicken from the freezer. So I was like, should I just run to the store? And then I was like, no, I'll just take it out. I have it like individually bagged, so I have it sitting in some warm water to defrost, and hopefully I can get that going. But I do like to make my green goddess dressing, which I always use the same recipe. It's Love and Lemons green goddess dressing on Pinterest. So good. This is a lot of freaking apples. They all fit, hopefully. Still have 7 apples. And this is 4. So, you know. I think I will do like a, sorry. I don't know why I just apologized to an apple, but I think I will do some sort of dessert with them at some point, but these will probably last us through this week. So for my salada, I want to marinate some tomatoes. I'm like 99% sure I've shown this recipe like a gajillion times, but I'll show you again. I still have my lettuce just chilling. I'm just gonna leave it chill. Let's marinate some tomatoes. These are just what's left over. There's really not that many, but it's fine. Go ahead and just slice. Do y'all enjoy cooking? Do you cook a lot at home? Do you get pre-made stuff? What do you do? I'm curious. I'm always curious to know what people do for cooking because, I don't know, I feel like the average person doesn't cook that much at home. Maybe they do, and I'm just delusional when it comes to that. But anyways, got my tomatoes chopped up. Gonna do my, this one's one of my favorites for my tomatoes, the 21 Salute, which is basically just garlic, onion, black pepper, celery seed, cayenne pepper, parsley, basil. It's basically like an Italian mix. So a little bit of oil in there. Psych, it does not have salt, so let's add a little bit of salt. Okay. I just use these in a Tupperware because it's easier to shake them up. So, alrighty, now to make me dressing. This is what I use, Love and Lemons. Alrighty, so it's just kind of a hodgepodge of different herbs. I I will say Amazon did not do great at my chives this week. My herbs, they do not look the freshest, but we're gonna make it work. That up. I know I will need a little bit of parsley for my other recipe this week, so handful of that. Can I tell you one of the dumbest things ever? I bought this Vitamix. I don't know if I made a vlog about it. I might have. But I bought this Vitamix when I lived in Japan. And I really wanted a Vitamix. I was just feeling like, I think it was like my home stretch to like moving home. And I was feeling very like, I wasn't eating fresh, I wasn't eating healthy, I wanted a smoothie, and they really weren't the options there. And I went and bought this Vitamix smoothie, or blender, and I spent $1,000 on it. It was $1,000. Granted, it came with like cooking classes too, but I did not attend those cooking classes. But yes, it was $1,000. Now I'm pretty sure you can get them for like 300 bucks. So that's fun. That's import duties, taxes, costs for you right there. I didn't realize how much they were. I really thought they were that expensive in America as well. Ever. It smells so smooth, so creamy, it's delicious. This is such a good dressing, and you can use it on marinades, anything. I really enjoy it on salads because it's just so fresh and flavorful. It only uses 1 tablespoon of oil, which is like unheard of for dressings. So it's really a much cleaner dressing for you. Something out of your blender that's like super hard to get out, you can always just put water in it and a drop of dish soap, put it back on the blender and clean it that way. Okay, so my tomatoes are prepped, my dressing is prepped. What else? I need to shred cheese, but that's later, avocado later. I literally just need to make the marinade for my chicken. Okay, so this I kind of just make up as I go. I kind of based this off of Chick-fil-A nugget recipe situation. But yeah, I just kind of make it up. If you had buttermilk, use buttermilk, but you can use regular milk too, it's fine. Okay, so get your milk. Pickle juice, I know, sounds weird, but it's a great salty, briny liquid. And then I like hot sauce. It's not too hot. Just adds a little bit of flavor to the chicken. So that is going to be my brine once my chicken is okay enough to cut, but that's good and ready to go. Okay, I lied. I forgot I need to work on my bacon bits. So let's go ahead and up those and work on those. Grab my skillet and my big old thing of bacon. I'm actually just gonna cut up the whole thing and make it bacon bits because it's just easy and we'll use it for like eggs and other random things throughout the week. And this is kind of nice if you cook omelets a lot or like it as garnish on your salads or anything like that. It's kind of nice to just have bacon bits. They keep really well, but they don't last very long in our house because we love bacon. My neighbor in California, like he was like lived in the same house as we did, like attached to, it was like a triplex. He always had bacon cooked and he would always like cooked like this and he would have it and give it to the birds and crows outside of our house, but also to Miss Winnie. And he was the sweetest little guy. I hope he's doing well. Do you ever like remember those people in your life and you're like, I hope they're bacon in any sort of like non-stick? I don't really use anything, but I prefer non-stick for everything. This is gonna go low and slow for a while on the stove. Okay, so the window's open because I burnt my bacon. I was upstairs editing my vlog and thought I had it on medium or low, but I had it closer to a medium. So it's kind of burnt. I think I can salvage it. I think it'll be okay. But I chopped up my chicken and marinated that. I was going to film it, but my camera was like not turning on at the moment. So anyhow, yeah. I I just got off a vlog. I'm gonna empty this dishwasher because it is steamy. Grab my towels because those should be done. So I got my Dossier, I should probably know how to say it. This isn't sponsored. You guys know I talked about this the other day that I was gonna buy a couple and they came in the mail pretty quick. Packaging is like basic, just comes in a little cardboard box. It's nice, I'm not mad at it. I got 3 different scents. So I have 2 of the original scent, or the actual scents, and then I got a different one that I don't have. But I don't have the actual perfume for Jazz Club, but I have the candle, which is similar in my opinion. So I actually don't know. I have to look at these really quick because I don't know. Okay. So if you want to remember the names of the dupes of your fragrances, you have to keep these little cards. I mean, I guess you could figure it out, but let's start with the one that I do not have, which is the ambery saffron. This is supposed to smell like the Baccarat fragrance. It's good. I really do like it. It's got, I definitely smell the oak, well, oak moss. I definitely smell a lot of woodsy notes. So it's oak moss, fir, balsam. I'm not gonna do that to you, but I really do like it. It's interesting. It's kind of smoky. It's kind of, I don't know. But it's also kind of fruity. It's interesting. I like it though. I am gonna keep it. They do have a return policy, which I didn't think that they would. But yeah, just go to the returns and they'll return it. They'll return it for you since you can't smell it beforehand, which I really enjoyed that concept. I feel like it's almost like I feel like it's very similar to, like, I don't know. I haven't decided fully if I'm like in love with it, which is why I would never spend $500 on the original. But that's the first one. So ambery saffron. This next one is the floral violet, which is similar to Marc Jacobs Daisy Eau de Parfum. And I just realized that I actually have Daisy Love, which is my favorite. Which is why last night when I smelled it, I was like, it's good, but it's different. And it is. This one's much more like powdery, I feel like. Gardenia, yep. Musk. I like it. It's good. I would say I've smelled Marc Jacobs Daisy before. I like the Daisy Love the best, but it's really like fresh. Light and airy. Gardenia. I smell a lot of gardenia in here. But it's pretty. Okay. Now this one, I have Jazz Club's Candle by Replica, and this is the Woody Tobacco. Y'all, this smells pretty much identical. Like, and I feel like a candle, I mean, you're smelling a little bit of wax, but these candles are actually really freaking good. I like this one a lot. This one's a funky, like, sort of, yeah, tobacco leaves, vanilla, pink peppercorn, just like a lot of like masculine. This is more of like a, I think this is considered a unisex fragrance. I like a lot of the Maison Margiela. I have the By the Fireside. And like I said, I've had Jazz Club before. They're expensive, and what else about them? You can get the roller balls of them, but, or not the roller balls, the spray, but yeah, I'm impressed. I'm actually really impressed by these fragrances, and I'm excited to build with them. I don't know. I'm just somebody who doesn't feel like you need to spend a ridiculous amount on a fragrance. Now, let me hear me out though. I do understand that like you're paying obviously for the name. That's the majority of what you're paying for, but you're also paying for the person who created that scent and like whatnot. And I get that it's special and whatnot, but if you're just trying to not spend $100 on fragrance, I feel you, I get you. I have no problem investing in certain things, but I also like to try things for fun that don't have to be super serious. So that's what I was excited about for these. And I will say like Okay, like not doing a good, they're magnetic, which is a nice little touch. Yeah, it's 1.7 fluid ounces. Packaging is nothing like crazy special, but it's nice, it's clean, it's fresh. I like it. So I'm really happy with my Dossier fragrances. A couple of you had tried it. I was surprised to see how many of you responded in the comments saying that you have tried Dossier before and were impressed. So yeah, if you have not tried out Dossier, I do have like some sort of, this isn't affiliated by any means, but when I bought it, they were like, you can give a friend $10 and you get $10, I think, or something like that. So I'll leave that thing down below. But if you've tried Dossier, let me know what is your favorite scent from them. I'm curious to know. And then I received my first little Amazon, really the only thing that I got that was Prime. I'm like on the fence of getting so much more stuff, but I'm also like, the holidays are coming. It's all gonna be on sale all the time. But my CosRX like line is fully on sale and really affordable, but I don't need it. I still have half a bottle, which will last me another like 2 months. Anywho, I got the Belief Aqua Bomb. This is like one of my favorite moisturizers. It's so good. And then I did decide to get the eye cream. I feel like my under eyes have just been really dry recently, and I was using a sample of this and I fell back in love with the texture, consistency, and the way that my makeup just sits on it instead of like looking dry and crepey. So you don't need an eye cream. You can just use your moisturizer underneath your eyes. It's like very similar in terms of ingredients, just a lot smaller of a container, a lot more expensive. I do find that certain eye creams just sit better underneath my makeup, and this is one that I really liked. So I picked these up on Prime Day situation. I think Scott's buying a TV on Prime Day. Not that we need a new TV, but I don't know, boys. So yeah, that's my Dossier and my little Belief Aqua Bomb Amazon situation. It is another rainy, yucky, dreary day, but I think it's going to stop. I need to double check and see what the weather's supposed to be like, because hopefully I can get a little bit of filming done today. If not, that's okay as well. But I did stop at Trader Joe's this morning after the gym. I ran my Couch 5K again, and I stopped at Trader Joe's to grab some ingredients to make this little, I feel like I've cooked so much in this vlog, so sorry about it. Not even cooked, just like been in the kitchen a ton. But I picked up the ingredients to make this apple crisp shortbread bars. And excuse me, these look delicious. I was gonna make them this weekend, but then I realized I didn't really have enough of the ingredients, so that's why I just decided to grab them at the store. And they're all just like ingredients that I need to have on hand anyways, especially getting into like cookie season and things like that. So grabbed that stuff. So we'll see. I think, like I said, I think it's supposed to, I mean, I see some sun and blue skies, but it did say it was supposed to rain like literally all day. So we'll see. But I'm gonna go ahead and get ready for the day regardless of what I get up to. And I just wanted to check in with you and let you know that I do really like Dossier fragrances. I'm impressed for the price. I'm very, very impressed. And yeah, it's just kind of hard. They don't have every scent, but they do have some of the top selling ones, and I think they're constantly like adding more, so it's nice. Okay, so when people talk about or like wonder why I don't film my words, okay, when people, I like made my last outfits of the week video and people were like, what do you mean you don't get dressed? Like, what are you talking about? I get dressed multiple times a day. I get dressed to go to the gym. I get dressed to work. Like I just filmed a video, like a big Abercrombie try on haul, super exciting. And then we're in my third outfit for the day, which is just like these little jogger legging things. Phenomenal white t-shirt. So what I mean is I get dressed like 3 times a day. So by the time I'm done filming a try on haul, I don't actually want to get dressed again. I mean, I get dressed, but I want to be comfy, if that makes sense. So that's what I mean when I say I don't want to get dressed, but it is hair washing day tonight. I need to get that done, but I'm gonna go import all of this footage and see where we're at. And I just sprayed the Baccarat on me again. Which one is it? Ambery Saffron? I'm liking it. I'm liking it a lot. But can we just take a moment to show you how janky my camera is? I bet you can't even tell. Now wait, let me film it on my phone. Okay, so this is the bottom of my camera at this moment. I think I twisted it a little too hard a couple times on my tripod, but it's weird. I don't, yeah. This camera is from, I think 2016. So I've had it for a while, but yeah, the bottom's just like cracking out, and I know that like there's like exposed stuff in there that's probably gonna get wet and damaged at some point in my life, but I'm kind of holding out because also my computer is like 10 years old. So basically, yeah. I think I'm going to have to probably buy a new computer and a new camera, but I'm wanting to do them in different years, and I'm kind of wanting to see which one. Not really. They're both just large investments. It's not that they don't have to be done in the same year, but for tax purposes, it's nice to like have a larger write-off every year. I don't know, a new computer, it's gonna be expensive, but it takes so long to like do a lot of mundane things on it. It is what it is. And yeah, I'm just kind of seeing which one's gonna die first and then go from there. Scott's brother actually works for Apple, so I think he's able to do like a friends and family discount. So I'm probably gonna hit him up on that and see how much his discount is. I was like truly contemplating it because Amazon has them like 20% off right now, which is a really good deal. But I don't know. I just don't really want to bite the bullet right now, but it is what it is. But I was thinking if I'm gonna go through Amazon, I'm gonna just see kind of how it works out. But if I went through Amazon, I might sign up to get the Amazon credit card just to like, to get points and like a system. Like they have a discount on top if you apply for an Amazon credit card. I've never done one. I probably should just to like, I have 3 credit cards. And I use them for all like different purposes for points and things like that. One is super mileage, one is cash back, and the other one I just have, but I don't really use it. It has a high credit limit on it. So nonetheless, I was thinking potentially doing that because I used to do that. I did have a Best Buy one when I bought my computer originally. I bought it through Best Buy, financed it through a credit card because it was like 0% interest. They had a good deal going on and it helped my credit score. So nonetheless, rambly rant. Yeah, I definitely need a new computer and I need a new camera, but neither one have died on me yet, so we're just holding out for those things to eventually happen. It's one of those things where it's like I have no problem spending money on things that I want. I don't like spending money on things that I have to have. Like my computer is just like I have to have it. Like I need it, right? I don't want a new computer. I need a new computer. Same thing with my camera. They're both things that like I want a new pair of shoes, I'll go buy it. You know, I don't know, is what it is. So let's import this footage, see where we're at. It's pouring rain out, so I was able to film the try on because it was like sunny and then got gloomy again, but it's still okay. But it's like really windy and really like the rain comes and just like hits the mirror or hits the glass, so I don't want to film my like talk through video portion of it yet. So I'm going to upload, and I think the rain's supposed to stop around 3 something so that I can film the sit down. But in the meantime, I might go make that apple crispy thing, so we'll see. I'll let you know. I'll take you along with me, of course. Okay, so I was like randomly scrolling through TikTok waiting for this footage to upload, and I came across the brown filter. Y'all, do you remember when I went through a breakup when I was in college? It was stupid, really, really stupid. I box dyed my hair brown. Does anyone remember that? I did like probably I don't know, I thought it was temporary, and my mom was like, girl, you have bleach on your hair, and nothing is temporary when you have bleach on your hair. And I didn't understand that. And she had to come back and try to fix my hair, and it turned orange and it like matched my face. It was terrible. But anyway, you ready for this? What? Can you see it? No, absolutely not. No, but in reality, like my hair is brown now because I had a baby. It's just dark, but brown just doesn't do it for me. But do you remember when I did that? Were you around for this long? Weird. I just filmed all that video. Now it's sunny out. Of course, this weather is nuts today. But I I'm ready. I'm gonna put my watch back on. Check a battery. Yeah, I need a new battery. Ugh, I need to clean up this office, but that's for another time. Let's go make some apple shortbread things. Let's do it. I'm excited. All right, let's get all of my ingredients together. I didn't bring a tripod though. Let me go get my tripod. I'm so excited. I haven't baked in like a hot minute. I need to empty this dishwasher though, which is like the unfun part of, I can't believe how nice and sunny it is outside now. It's weather. Wild, right? Kidding, I sound like a dork. I sound like a dork. If I don't have to peel the apples, I might just like use the apples I cut up yesterday. Me trying to freaking put, did I put the freaking, no. Anyway, I'm losing my mind. Let's get my recipe together. I'm excited. Okay, so first things first, I don't have an 8x8 pan, but I think it's gonna be okay. We're gonna make it work. So I have a 9x13. I'm still just gonna make it work. It says to line your baking sheet or baking pan with some parchment paper, which we got that, girl, we got that. Anyone else's, when their nails are even getting slightly long, like I don't even keep my nails that long, but they're like, I didn't cut them the last time I painted them, which means they're too long and I just need to tap on everything. This is why I can't have fake nails. I would just be that annoying person who taps on everything. All right. I always rip my parchment paper the wrong way. Hoping it's not my fault. I know it's creamed. Okay. I don't bake, like at all. So, we're gonna cream some butter. I feel like it's, I mean, it's white. I feel like it's creamed. I don't know. It says to then add my sugar, my teaspoon of vanilla. I keep getting whiffs of that Baccarat Dossier fragrance, and I'm not gonna lie to you, I never wear perfume, so it's super weird. And I'm like, ooh, that smells great. I like this. One cup, and it says to just stir it in, so I'm just gonna like do that. And then I think you like, this is the shortbread. I had no idea that shortbread was literally just butter. I bought another flour. Ugh. I feel like flour could be packaged so much better. If you like look at the shelf that flour's on, it's just like always covered in flour, because flour packaging is trash. I don't know, you can get that bougie flour that comes in like a bag, but just that, it's bougie. I feel like I never think that it's all gonna like come together, but it always does, you know? You're always like, that's too much flour. And then you like start pressing it in the butter and you're like, oh, no, they got it right. They're definitely a better baker than I am. Clearly they got it right. Hi, Miss Rinley. Did you come down to see what I'm cooking? Yeah. Well, you're in luck, because I'm making something yummy. And turns out I do need to peel the apples, so you probably don't need to, but I'm gonna, because I want to give this recipe the best shot by like actually making it the proper way. But I also feel like I should use a smaller circular pan. I don't know. We're gonna use a circle instead. I want a thick base. So, oh gosh, I thought my pan was falling. Ooh. Okay. So I'm gonna use a circle. It's not meant to be a circle. while my oven finished preheating, I'm gonna go grab my towels from upstairs so that I can have something to wash my hands on because I need that. My mom wasn't much of a baker growing up. She did always make like sugar cookies and stuff, or not sugar cookies, they're like cookie cutout cookies. I don't know, they're like a cake cookie. They're so good, they're my favorite. She made those every Christmas. She didn't really bake a lot, not pies or anything like that. She was more of a cook, but she was a really good cook. So I didn't learn baking skills. I did make an apple pie with my grandma a couple times. I do remember that. All right, now we work on the filling and topping while my shortbread is cooking. You didn't see that. I feel like I could have only done 2. And that these Honeycrisp apples are like large, extra large apples. And then I think we just mix these together. Oh, it smells so good. Y'all, this is like epic. This smells delicious. This just looks like so many apples. But this smells like heaven on earth. So I finally brought down my tripod, so let's go ahead and start layering this dessert. Start with the streusel, or like the topping stuff. Oh, we are up to 350. Okay. And then go with a layer of apples. I have so many apples. This is kind of a mess. Yeah, I literally did not need this many apples, but yeah, probably if I had a bigger pan, it would have been easier, but that's fine. Okay, that's gonna be enough. I'll eat. I can like saute those in a pan. More crumbles. Oh yeah. Okay, now it says put it in the oven for 30 minutes. I think you're supposed to have multiple layers. I have 2. Hey Siri, set a timer for 30 minutes.
30 minutes, sorry, now.
It's more of like an apple pie. It's gonna be fun. Cool, now let's take the rest of these apples and just saute them up so that they don't get bad. I just ate a piece of Illuminati's pizza for my super late lunch. And then these are the apples that I just finished sauteing. I threw some water in there to kind of create like a gooey bit. So I'm gonna go ahead and just take these off and put them in a little Tupperware for Arlo to eat maybe tonight after dinner. Some yummy, yummy apples. I don't know if he'll be able to eat the actual bar, so we'll just have to see. But didn't want him to waste them, so there you go. So it's out. It looks really crumbly and crispy. Obviously, I have to let it cool. But yeah, hopefully it turned out good because like I said, it's not the right size pan, but we're gonna let it cool. It's sitting on like a little majiggy, you know? I am starting to prep out dinner. I am making the cod recipe that I told you about. I'm following Brock Your Body, but it's actually Ina Garden's recipe. I'm about to start cooking more than just prepping, but I want to try this guy with you. I want a big piece, I just want like a little guy. Pull it out. It's very crunchy still. Let's give this a go. good. Well, okay, a couple things. That shortbread crust is like buttery, melt in your mouth deliciousness. The apples are still kind of crunchy, so I think I could have left it in for a little bit longer. I think that was my bad because I have so much apples in there because of, I think I used too big of apples. I think I could have only done like 2, if that. Probably like 1.5 would have been fine. I didn't layer it as much as she had layered it, but it's very, very, very sweet. Like you only need a little bit of it, but it's good, y'all. I'm really excited. It turned out good. Only thing I would do to balance the flavor a little bit is add like a little bit of like chunky like salt, sea salt on top, just to kind of balance the sweetness. But overall, highly recommend. Try it out and let me know what you think about it. The shortbread is my favorite part because it's literally just butter. So good. Anyhow, it's 5 o'clock. I feel like this is gonna be like an hour-long vlog. I only have 8 minutes left on my memory card. So I'm probably gonna end off the video here. I will like do a small clip of what the dinner looks like, but I'm really bad at showing things at the end. But yeah, it's just a panko crusted cod. So you can see I have my Ritz and panko here. In there is gonna go my garlic, my lemon zest, and my parsley, and then some of this butter that I'm gonna melt. That's gonna go in there. The lemon juice is gonna go on the cod in the oven. Then once the cod I put the cod in the oven, then take it out, top it with the stuff and the juice, and then bake for a little bit longer. Gonna have some white rice and some broccoli, and that's gonna be it. And that's gonna end off today's vlog, or today's is multiple days vlog. It's gonna be a long one, but you guys say you like long ones, so that's what we're gonna do. And yeah, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.